accidentally left my heart in Sweden. I tried calling it, "Heart, please come back to me because I need you." So yeah, this is how I feel right now. It's a bit sad, but I'm coping. Badly, but I am. Let's talk about the giant cliffhanger that I left you guys with in my last video. Yes, I know you have a lot to say about it too. Right now I think that I am kind of done with processing enough to share all of the things that happened after we put in our first bid on this house, this dream house that we found on the internet, the dream house that we drove all the way to Sweden for. We have had a lot of conversations about starting over completely new somewhere else. I haven't really shared anything about it because so far, up until 2 weeks ago, nothing very concrete happened. It was just us talking about it and us dreaming about it. Paint, sticky thing. So when we were in Sweden, we actually went to a couple of houses because we decided that it was so important to just keep an open mind. And also we just really love exploring. I do think that it's quite important to share all of this because it's just a part of the process. Today it is Sunday, and after the roller coaster of emotions of falling in love with an old abandoned house on the internet, little fixer-upper. Yeah. Driving 1300 kilometers to go see this house. I love this color. It's very beautiful minty pastel color of green. Just look at this roof. It is so big. I just wish I never saw this house. And after putting in our first offer, totally unprepared, we placed a bid on the house. But we don't even have the money yet. It's like assuming that other people are going to overbid us, but nothing is happening. So yes, that's a little update. We might have accidentally bought a house. We decided to take a bit of time to process all of this. Okay, so now the plan is to spend some time being a tourist until Monday.
Tack för att du tänker på miljön.
Yeah, thank you for thinking about the environment, it's saying. I can understand some of the Swedish. Uh-oh.
Yum, 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 yum.
Again, something, because then it's going to burp. Wait for it. Oh, it's also crushing so it fits more.
Amazing.
Jeez.
Tack.
It's just hysterical. We also decided to take a look at a couple of other houses. So today I want to show you one of these houses, which was abandoned with everything still in it. The inside of this house is bad. It is abandoned and full of old stuff. It's the wedding photo. And hopefully at the end of this video we will be able to tell you a little bit more about our offer on this house that we are hoping to buy. So this is the little road that goes to the house. I talked to the real estate agent and she said that it is okay for us to go in. The house is open. So I guess we are just going to take a look. Are you ready to see if we can find the front door?
Uh-huh.
Okay. There are quite a number of neighbors quite close by. And this is not something that I feel excited about. I do have to say that... Huh?
That's the first one.
Yeah, the first one is over there. That's just too close, too nearby. But I do have to say that the energy of this place feels quite nice.
Ah, the key is in the door.
Oh, but this is not the front door. This is a side door. I want to see the front door first. It's the shuffle that keeps the door closed. This
Lovely bench.
building also has seen better days, and I don't know what this is.
Oh my god.
Rogier. Is this a part of the roof?
Yeah.
Okay. This house is almost sold already. There are still options to buy it, but it's almost sold, and it is sold purely for the land because it has forest, and the forest is the value of this property right now, not the house. A watch your step situation. The door has also seen better days. It's okay. Oh, and the doorstep
Also rock solid.
basically died.
Oh my god.
Oh. It's going to be an adventure to even see if we can get into the house.
This is very nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's beautiful. I mean, it has a lot of character and charm.
The whole front of the house went out here.
I don't think that many people would fix this. I think most people would just take this down. What do you think?
I would
Yeah, we would fix it.
take it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah?
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes? And then build it up again
Yeah, okay.
with some new materials and in the right place.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, you.
Yeah, this is completely split in middle. That's the one part, and this is the other half of it. Okay, let's go inside. Do we need to talk about lace curtains again? Like seriously, again? Hello! I think that people were old and they couldn't cope anymore, and then they died. And there was no family left because this house is sold by the commune. It's not being sold by a private owner.
Oh, look at this. His
Coat.
shirt and coat.
Yeah, and this is her coat, fur coat, completely falling apart. And a very retro looking cooling box. Chair, old chair. Oh, I can't help it, Rogier. The entrance. The only thing that I see is just things that I love. The door. This. What is this? The stairs. Yes. The little naughty corner. They do know their naughty corners in Sweden. Oh, mirror. Fuse box. So let me show you the layout. We have a door over here. Stairs going up. And then a door to the left to what is probably the living room. That's a candle holder. Very Swedish, Scandinavian. Oh my god, it's a lace lamp! Oh, Arnie, we need to buy this house! Like seriously, look at this. In the Netherlands, you would pay at least 50 bucks for this. It's amazing. Look at the table over there, Rogier. And look at this photo. Maybe these were the people that lived in this house. We already decided that if we want to buy a house, it needs to have wood stoves, heaters, like these. Look at the details. Also on the ceiling. Paper, very thick paper. A very 70s looking couch. another lamp. This one is a little bit too far. Oops. Go on. I really like this table. You can make this a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Right, this table. It's a nice farmhouse kitchen table. Because it's so wide.
I think this house is a little bit too far
Gone.
fixer apart.
I was expecting that it would feel quite heavy. A bit depressing maybe, but it doesn't feel like that at all. I don't know, what do you feel? The energy, purely the energy of this place, house. It feels like once it was a happy place.
Yeah.
It's the wedding photo. I absolutely love this wallpaper.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Very beautiful. It's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's greenish. A bit of a grayish green. Another, what is this? Stove? Area 4 stove over here in the corner. Empty suitcase. And a door to another room. So these are the pillars that you go through to walk in. All the way around the room. Door on the right. What's behind the door? The kitchen?
No, another small room.
Oh. Oh, it's a really tiny in-between space. What would you use this for?
Well, I think it's a small room where they made a fire, so they...
Easy to keep warm in the winter, just a little snug.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely used a lot probably in colder days. That's why there are all kinds of fire utensils. The fireplace is not one of my favorites, if I'm completely honest. Oh, there's room after room. Typical Swedish, to walk from one room to another. Kind of in a circle all the way around the house. Very full drawers.
Yeah.
So this is behind the door. What they also have are these decorative little pieces of something in front of the shelf. That's always something that I like. Yeah, little kitchen breakfast corner. So this is a little built-in into the wall next to the door. Yeah, this is yeah.
But they were thinking about to buy a Volvo, a cross-country.
Oh, yeah. They were planning to buy a car. Give up on the house, just buy a car. Is this the green wallpaper? No.
It looks like green.
Oh my god. Oh, it's blue. Oh my god. I'm so excited about all of the things in this house. These curtains. Not so much though. Stove area, that's the door that we came through. This is the little outbuilding and yeah, it's definitely going out.
Really adorable.
Yeah. So very vintage. It's strange to think that you lived this entire life and then this is what is left. Is this your favorite thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Incredible. Yeah.
2 lamps for 2 people. Did we see this room? Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. Oh yes, we did. Or we didn't. I'm a bit lost. Very beautiful vintage record player. This one I do like. A bit dark, but I do like it. And some adorable little blue chairs that I also really like. This looks very Scandinavian to me. Also very retro, but very cheerful. Really nice. Do you like it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was not expecting you to like these. Would you hang something like this in your new Swedish house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Noted. This I also like. Needs a little bit of a new fabric. Vintage stool. And then we went all the way around. Back into the entryway. Little medicine cabinet. They use a lot of pastel colors in Sweden. On the outside of houses, on the inside. Lots of mint colors and pale yellow, pale pink. There's a little vintage table with a little vintage chair. It's a lot bigger than what I was expecting.
Yeah.
How many rooms did we have downstairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Something like that.
And the kitchen. Really lovely. Look at this. Beautiful. Very lonely glassware in the windowsill. Fur coat. Oh. What's this? Just random pieces of
Close.
fabric.
1962.
62. Wow. Bye house. It looks so different. So different. And so much better than how it looked before. When I was building this windowsill, I felt very excited about it. But after that I lived with this giant brown block of MDF in my kitchen for such a long time that I actually started to doubt my decision of making all of this. It just made my kitchen feel very depressing and very dark and very small. But now with all of this being white, my entire kitchen feels lifted from this gloomy feeling that it had, and it gave me my excitement back. I feel very motivated now to finish this entire part of my kitchen first, and then I'm going to dive into the other half. I was missing a bit of excitement in general ever since I've come back. Because like I said before, I think I left my heart in Sweden. I think my heart is still somewhere hiding away in this house. So maybe we need to talk about this house. What happened to it? If you want to buy a house in Sweden, you put in an offer, and when this offer gets accepted, you have to do two things. The first thing that you have to do is you have to put down a down payment on the house, which is usually 10%. And then you also have to arrange, and you are obligated to do this, an inspection on the house. This entire process takes at least a couple of days. And then after all of these things, you can make the decision, do you want to buy this house still, or do you want to pull out? Depending, of course, on the outcome of this inspection. Whilst waiting for a response to our offer on this house, which was the highest offer at this point, we tried sorting out all kinds of practical things. We tried sorting out our financial situation, and we also went to a real estate agent that was not our real estate agent to ask all kinds of questions about the whole buying a house in Sweden process, just because we were looking for some answers to questions that we had. We wanted to make sure that we knew exactly what we were getting into. And then we also had a lot of conversations with friends and family about all of this. We shared our emotions, our doubts, our hopes, our dreams. Financially, we weren't ready for all of this at all. Which doesn't mean that we don't have the money. Having this money though is something completely different than also being able to access this money straight away. With the help of some amazing, lovely people, we managed to create a situation of us actually feeling like, okay, we think that we can actually do this. We think that we can actually seriously manage to buy this house. Right at this moment, that felt like a glorious moment to us, we got a text message. This text message was saying that the seller had reached an agreement with a buyer, and it was saying that the whole bidding process on this house was therefore closed officially. So all of this might sound like it's a done deal, done and over with, no options left anymore. But that's actually not how it works in Sweden. Over there, until the whole inspection part of this whole process of buying a house is finished and until a contract has been signed, a house officially stays on the market. They keep it away from the public eye during this whole process, but if you have already seen this house, if you are already aware of this house, you can actually still put in an offer. So we had two little glimmers of hope. The first one being the buyers deciding to step out after the whole inspection procedure, because there were actually ants living in the walls of this house. Now, maybe this doesn't sound really bad, having ants in the walls of your house, but trust me, it is. Those little cutie pies can actually completely destroy the entire wooden structure of a house. So that was one thing. And then the other thing was that we felt like maybe if we put in another offer that is high enough, the seller is going to change its mind, his or her mind. So after talking about it, this is what we decided to do. We decided to put in a serious offer of almost 10,000 euros above the highest bid. That was actually already ours. Trust me, according to Swedish standards, 10,000 euros is just absolutely absurd. It's an absolutely absurd amount of money for a property like this. So we decided to send a direct message to the real estate agent with our offer in it. She talked to the seller of this house, or at least we hope she did. And she came back to us telling us that they refused our offer because they decided to stay with the buyer that they already reached an agreement with. We definitely lost this house because we weren't prepared enough. So the next time when we are going to put an offer in on a house in Sweden, we need to make sure that we are. So right now, a priority for us is to sort out all of the things that we need to sort out over here. I am going to tell you a lot more about how we are planning to move forward with all of this, with this entire process of us deciding to immigrate to Sweden. And in the meanwhile, I am also on a mission to make sure that we are going to find ourselves another dream house. Every single morning when I wake up, the first thing that I do is I take a look at all of the new houses. I'm not going to miss a single house that comes on the market. Oh no! So if you are looking for a house in Sweden right now, just send me a message, because I know every single property out there. Anyway. So now I am going to put my heart and my love and my energy into finishing this entire part of my kitchen. Next week I am going to show you another house though in Sweden, because we aren't finished with all of the Sweden footage yet. This house, you guys, is adorable. It is just adorable. If I would move to Sweden just on my own, without the plan of starting a bed and breakfast, I would for sure consider buying this house. This little house and the area around it made me feel so peaceful. and calm and happy. I don't know, there was just something special about it. So yeah, I really hope to see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, by the way, too. Bye!